Hello and welcome once again to the Spence Dogs Lounge. Hello everybody, it's been a while, sort of been out for a while. I've been sick for the past couple of weeks, but anywho, I'm starting to feel a little bit better now, and sorry for the indecent hair. I'm going to be getting a haircut this week as well, so I'll look like a normal human being here in the next couple of days. So, anywho, over the past couple of weeks, once again, I've been able to read some cool comics once again, and I'd like to share my thoughts and opinions on these comics I've been reading, and let's start talking about them. So, from the week of April 26, 2017, there were some good comics that came out that week, and let's talk about them. Alright, we've got the Button event, Part 2, and I'm really going to try to not spoil too much of this. The first issue, it was really good. Second issue, it's good as well. If there's any small issue or anything, maybe a little bit too much exposition. I think Joshua Williams, he is a good writer, but if he could cut back on the exposition a little bit, it would help it in the long run. But overall, yeah, it's good. I'm really digging it so far, and there's going to be one more issue, and that's coming out not this week, but the following week. But overall, really good issue, and it is tying into the bigger secrets and mysteries of the DC Rebirth storyline. And I'm going to have to give it a 9 out of 10. Alrighty, Detective Comics 955. It looks like we are getting close to the end of the League of Shadows story arc. Once again, James Tynion is doing an amazing job with this title. And so far, with this story arc, we've seen a lot of character development and growth of Cassandra Cain. Pretty sure I've said this before. Never really known about this character, but so far through this arc, I've been rooting and cheering and hollering for Cassandra. Like, she's lived quite a shitty life in the comic book continuity. Her parents are really horrible people, but it's nice to see her fight against her mother and prove that she doesn't need to be a ruthless assassin to get across in the world. She can be a good person and fight the good fight. And I like that message. It's something positive. I'm going to have to give this issue an 8.6 out of 10. Once again, check it out. It's good. And then Mother Panic number 6. I actually really like this issue. It looks like we wrapped up another arc. So the way it's been formatted, so the first arc, it was only 3 parts, and then this second arc, it was only 3 issues as well. But we are getting more of more character development and growth of Violet and the mystery behind the institution or place where she was sent to as a child. This is turning out to be one of my favorite young animal titles so far. Really worth reading so far. I'm enjoying it, and yeah, really looking forward to seeing the next couple of issues in the next couple of months of Mother Panic. It's worth giving a read. I'm gonna have to give this issue an 8 out of 10. And, oh yes, and from Marvel, we have Infamous Iron Man number 7. Brian Michael Bendis is the gift that keeps on giving. Yes, that may be a controversial statement, but I am very, very much enjoying Infamous Iron Man. This is Bendis's probably best work in a while. For me, I've been only reading comics for, I want to say, good 3 years. I also have to say his X-Men work on Uncanny, it was okay, but I really do like a good solo character series by Bendis, and this series has been delivering so far. In this issue, we get to see Victor Von Doom being a badass once again and taking out like a legion of C-list villains, and that was a lot of fun to read in this issue. Overall, great issue, and we see this like larger mystery of there may be the possibility that Ultimate Reed Richards will be making his move soon, and I'm really not too familiar with the Ultimate Universe, so I'm going to have to do my research and expand on that, but it is interesting to see a surviving member of the Ultimate Universe in the current 616 universe. Great series overall, and I really like how Bendis has also been writing Ben Grimm, The Thing. It's been fun and seeing his character progress throughout this series as well. Worth checking out and reading. Gonna have to give it an 8.5 out of 10. And then for the final issue of that week is XMen Blue number 2. And second issue in. I'm enjoying it so far. It's been pretty fun to read if you ask me. Yes, I'm a diehard X-Men fan, but what makes this a little bit more enjoyable for me is that we have younger versions of Jean Grey, Beast, Angel, Scott Summers, and Iceman. So they're the time displaced version from the other series that Bendis did, All New X-Men, a while back. And the reason I like it is because these characters, they don't have a whole lot of baggage to them. It's like we're getting a new fresh face and new character development with them in this series. So far, I think Cullen Bunn is doing a good job with it so far, only being 2 issues in, and yeah, I like it so far. Really can't complain with XMen Blue. Check out the X-Men titles if you haven't already. They're a lot of fun from what I've been hearing. Alrighty, and I'm gonna have to give it a 8.6 out of 10. Alright, and then for the week of May 3rd, 2017, a lot of comics that week, but some good ones once again. Alright, I'm gonna start. There's The Button Part 3, and yeah, I'm not trying to divulge too much information on this, but it's a great issue. I may have had some manly tears reading this issue, but that is for you to find out and read. Really not going to spoil too much about this, but once the event is done, I will be going into greater detail and doing a recap or review video on The Button. But overall, fantastic issue. Great art as usual, and really excited to see how both Tom King and Joshua Williamson are going to finish off this miniseries that ties into the deeper mystery and secrets of the DC Rebirth storyline. 9.5 out of 10. If you're not reading this, you're missing out on, I honestly think, DC's best crossover work right now. Alright, and then next issue is Green Arrow number 22. This is the second issue of the Rise of Star City arc. I am enjoying this arc so far. It's pretty fun. What made this issue a little bit interesting was we saw a little bit of a lover's quarrel between Dinah and Ollie, and the biggest oh shit moment to me was when Dinah sort of called out Ollie on some of his crap he was saying. Is like, well, you're the fascist. Oh! I thought that was a pretty sick burn right there, but anywho, really liking the job Percy has been doing with this so far, and it's this issue, it sort of fits into his writing style. He is if you've read any of his actual books, like Red Moon or The Deadlands, it fits into his horror style vibe. Like we have like the 4 horsemen of death, and that sometimes that is a common occurrence or trope in a horror novel, like death, pestilence, and the other 2. Can't remember off the top of my head, but it's really I'm enjoying it so far, and let's go. We may have Arsenal show up in the next couple of issues, so consider me hyped and excited. Once you start getting more Arrow family members in the Green Arrow series, that makes me happy as a person. Really love the Arrow family. Gonna have to give it an 8.5 out of 10. And then Green Lanterns number 22. This is a start of a new arc, Lost in Space. So, last time where we saw Simon and Jessica, they have been summoned to Mogo, the home base of the Green Lantern Corps. And in this issue, we see Jessica get to have a lot of funny interactions and conversations with the Green Lantern Corps. She finally gets to meet Kyle Rayner, and she gets to see and interact with Kilowog, and I was laughing throughout this issue. It was a lot of fun, and also we have Volthoom making an appearance in this issue, but he is still trapped in Rami's body, and I'm just wondering when this slow burn is going to come to fruition at this point. Good issue, fantastic art. Humphries has done a great job with this title, and just recently I saw online from the Diamond sale charts number that this title is in the healthy 300K region, and I'm really happy to see that. This title does deserve the love it's getting. So support your Green Lanterns comics and go and buy it. I have been, and this has been a great series so far. Gonna have to give it an 8.8 out of 10. Alrighty, and then from Marvel, we got Hawkeye number 6. This appears to be a two-issue mini arc, and this issue it wrapped up. We had Jessica Jones and Kate meeting up to find this girl, and it looks like in this issue we find out she is an Inhuman who has been trying to get help to find a new body. But overall, great issue. It was fun, but the thing is, there was a fill-in artist for this issue and the previous issue, which sort of didn't really help it too much, but overall, it was a fun issue. I'm going to have to give it a 7.6 out of 10. And then we have Jessica Jones, number 8. And once again, this is Brian Michael Bendis at his best work. Been really enjoying this so far. We get this new angle or storyline of who is gunning after Maria Hill, and in the process we find Jessica face to face with S.H.I.E.L.D. at the end of the issue. So what's Jessica gonna do now to get herself out of this shithole? Let's find out in the next issue. Really enjoying it. Gonna have to give it an 8.8 out of 10. And then final issue of that week is Iron Fist number 3. I am really enjoying this series so far. A while back the show did come out, and this has served my interest into reading it. It's been pretty fun. We have like Danny in this ancient martial arts island fighting these champions of the different houses on the island. It sort of reminds me of a little bit of Dragon Ball Z in a way, like fighting tournaments, superpowers, and all that. It's it's a good fun read. I highly recommend it. I'm gonna have to give it a 9 out of 10. Once again, thank you for checking out my channel. Give me a thumbs up. Comment in the comment section below if you want to see me do anything else or talk about anything else. But once again, thank you for checking my channel out and have a good day.